Hi, everybody. Welcome to Marnie's TV. My name is Denise, and my partner in crime is Mary. Mary, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, so we're here to talk about the Musketeers. And actually,
Mm,
I said that a little too happy because I am sad that it is ending. These are the last two episodes. Mary, like, how do you feel? I think it's been a great season.
Um, I've really enjoyed this whole show. I tweeted at Ryan Gage, who plays the King, and I was just like, "You're so amazing!" Like, awesome, just from start to finish. I think it's a great ending for everybody, but also kind of a beginning. Like another chapter in their lives. But this one is so closed, which made me super sad. But I really enjoyed it. I mean, it's a good finale.
I feel like we have to hold a memorial for our
Um,
lost souls.
I I was really upset about Treville. Soup's upset about him. Um, too many people died. Like, uh,
I
and
mean, you see that it's a series finale because
yeah,
there's no way it could continue.
I mean, you can't keep going without the captain. It's like Abby and Shady Hollow. Like, you just can't keep going. Anyway,
So, I guess let's get into the episode.
sorry.
She brought up Shady Hollow, and I was like, I was not ready.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So the episode starts off with the king and Treville
Um,
uh, sparring. They're fighting, and he's like, "Yeah, and he looked good. Like everything was great. So I knew something was up.
exactly.
Like he been laying in the bed for the past 3 episodes.
Uh,
And now he's up fighting. Like this is the calm before the storm.
hmm
So, oh my God, I loved how D'Artagnan was like, oh, he's like, Treville's like, you know what, I'm out. You killed me, and he's like, D'Artagnan, come on, let's fight. And he's like, no, no, you see, I sustained a wound on my fighting hand. I was like, what?
that was so cute.
It was really cute. And he's like, okay, these are the people who tasked to protect me. You talking about you sustained a wound.
Right, Lord.
But anyway, so the moment is really really
Uh,
sad, of course, because right after that
he starts coughing up blood.
he starts coughing up blood and he falls
Ugh.
dead. And I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Right at the beginning, I was like, "Why start us off like this?" I'll be okay.
I knew no good could come of this
Yeah,
after he died. I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
right. And then immediately when the king dies, Treville goes and gets the prince, and he's like, "Bring out those, go hide him." And he gets the other musketeers together. He's like, "I know Gaston and them, they're already planning on coming here with the army. We've got to make the moves." And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, he is making all these decisions without anyone else. Like the queen, the council, I mean, like just moving like a captain, but not like a politician. I don't know. I felt like those were kind of rash decisions. They were both good decisions, they were right decisions. But I feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if that was really part of his character. Hugh knows what his job is. I felt like he was acting too much like Captain Treville right there. What do you think?
You know, I feel like if it's the right decision, how can we, you know,
Mm,
uh, judge him for making those decisions?
Right.
Even if he did it out of order, I
Right.
still believe he did it out of love, and
True.
um, he wants the king to survive and succeed and grow up to be able to sit on the throne. So I felt like he needed to make those decisions. Did he need to consult the queen and maybe have her in the loop? Yes,
Yeah.
I think so. But
You ruined
again,
everything. Like, I'll be okay. Just, she ruined it. That was
and you know what? Had he told her, she may have made a different decision. I'm not sure. I can't say.
right. Okay. Yeah.
But had she really known, look, the baby is with, you know, I'm
Constant.
like, Aramis in this. I need to know if I agree with your decision.
Aramis didn't know. They're both like concerned parents. I was like, oh, that's so
Oh,
cute.
your little cute little scene. I was like, I know it's a devastating time.
My
So I won't
sugar
even
heart
ask.
is rejoicing. I don't know why I've shipped Animus this whole time for like. Anyway, so Athos brings the prince to Constance. We can talk about that later. Uh, and Constance,
Which I thought was really great
yeah,
because at that moment, the king was telling the council was telling Treville, the king doesn't want the queen to be to
the regent.
be the regent. And so I'm like, okay, so the king is discrediting her because let's just call it's because she's a woman.
I think it's because he was still upset at her.
And she made these decisions. Yeah, of course. But you know what? That, and then she was Spanish, so she just had a couple of strikes against her, one too many. He was like, no, this is not going to happen. And then the king is being entrusted to these two women.
Mm-hmm.
On the flip side, it's like, I just thought that was great.
I thought that was a really good turnaround. Little side note, like, how were they so careless with him? Like, Constance called Sylvie down there, and she was like, "Oh, come look at the room I just set up."
Really?
She left him. I'm like, worst babysitters ever. And he ends up on the street. The lady calls attention to them, and they kind of get their eyes on them, and they're starting to figure out, oh, well, they're hiding the king. Grimaud was too smart. He already figured them out, even though they tried to set up that ruse with the fake prince running away so Gaston could see them. And I'm just sitting here like, that was sloppy.
It was. It really, especially the babysitting from Constance and
they were both too smart for that. Honestly, that's out of character to me.
I thought so too. But you know what? We'll move on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just wanted to complain about that for a second. I was like, that would have happened. That would not have happened.
No, if they would have gave the baby to me, I would have never took eyes off the baby. Like, I mean, really? The king, and there's people out coming to kill him, and you're going to just go downstairs like, ooh, look, I made a soft bed. What? No. We all know you can make a bed. This is not a grand thing.
Why do I have to call you away for the baby to come and look at this soft bed that I made?
I have no idea.
Why can't you bring the baby with you?
Thank you. And she's like, oh no, he's playing hide and seek. Sylvie was like, no, he gone. What? I can't. I'm so bad.
That's exactly what she said.
Where'd he go? What? Really?
Ooh.
He out there because he hungry. Still
Right?
was filling his pockets. Now my thing is that other woman was ridiculous too.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? He's a baby. I
Exactly.
could see if he was 12. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
she's like, he was filling his pockets.
He's
What?
like, hey, guard, over here. Come arrest all these people. Come on. Like,
Because, and she's like, I can pay you. You
she
know,
took the money
I'll
and she
pay
still
you.
called him over.
And she's like, no, no, no. He was putting the fruit in his pocket. What?
And she's like, okay, well, here's money for 5 plums instead of 3. Like,
Right. It was a little ridiculous.
that was
But
not the real world. That would not have happened in the real. Oh, all right, sorry. I'm done.
okay. Of course, now Constance is like, this is too ridiculous. We can't stay here. We have to get away from these crazy people
Yeah.
who's trying to kill the king. And she goes and takes them to their second hideout, which is her and her ex-husband's little home.
Season 1.
Oh,
And she said that's where she met D'Artagnan. I was like, oh.
I was like, yes. But you know what? I won't even go there. So, never mind. So, Sylvie, this time, they have enough sense to keep an eye on the baby while he's sleeping. But another thing that I thought was crazy was she's like, oh, I have to go right now and tell Athos that we moved him. And I'm like, these guys are hot on your trail. They just saw you. Why? Lay low for a while, and then, Athos trusts you guys to take care of him. You still have him. I can see if you lost him, then yes, right away you need to tell Athos. But, like, I just didn't get it. And then, of course, she runs into the queen, and the queen is like, I know you're the only person who could be trusted with him because, of course, none of the musketeers have him, so you're the next honorary musketeer.
Right.
So we know it's you. And she's like, where is he? And of course, Constance's like, I can't tell you, which is smart, but then she makes another dumb decision, which was actually because of the queen, but I don't know. It just, I felt bad. I'm like, they gave the women, a role, and then they wrote their actions so crazy.
It was so weird.
She's like, well, bring him, which I kind of understand. You're a mom. You know your child is in danger. You automatically think the best place, the safest place is with me. But it's not. Not in this moment.
Not right now. Not right now.
And so she's like, well, bring him to see me. I just want to look at him. And she's like, well, I can bring him to prayers, which I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Not some building or something, meet you at some location that's closed with some covering. No, out in the open. I can't. Anyway, and of course, at this point, Grimaud is like, we need the king.
Yep.
And I think we should go back and talk about why.
Yes.
Well, it was kind of in.
Yeah, no, that worked with the story. It worked with the story.
Yeah, so Grimaud wants to take the king because he sees that Gaston and his cousin are being played by Treville, and he's like, you know what? If I have the king, there's nothing that can be said.
Right.
And so, of course, he sends the Red Guard, who are all drunk and stupid.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
After them. I can't.
And it was so dumb the way that they found the king. Because they're doing diplomacy. Treville and Porthos are talking Gaston and the Duke of Lorraine, his cousin, into signing a deal where no blood needs to be shed at all. So they're kind of willing and dealing, going back and forth. And Grimmauld is like, forget this. I'm going to get the king. I'm going to have a leverage. They're going to have to let me into Paris with my army, and I'm going to take over. And so that was just like, oh my God, he's lethal, just like no remorse. He's a sociopath. Like, I just knew it. So he put Marceau and the other Red Guards on him. He's like, follow the Musketeers. If Treville's hiding the king, it's with one of the Musketeers. And what does he do? He's just hiding behind the garrison. Sylvie runs in.
In the gutter. Just a rat in the gutter.
He's at the name of this church. She's going there right now.
But
you have just whispered it. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Really? Well, he was like, where is he? Where is he? And he was walking off. And of course, if you're I really don't fault her for.
Well, she didn't know anybody was listening.
Well,
you're the two of them.
You should automatically think somebody's listening, but when you are all wired, you're not thinking clearly, obviously. And he's like, where are they? Where are they? I'll take you to them.
That would have been a good answer as well.
I mean, he would have just followed them, but he wouldn't have had time
to tell other people.
To tell other people, yeah.
But they all showed up. Lord, what a mess. It was a mess.
A hot mess.
So they barely escape with the baby king. And so they go to the hothouse from season 2 where Constance took him when he had his fever to break that fever with the steam. And so D'Artagnan takes him and hides him under the floor. And they just start searching that whole neighborhood, just busting in houses, bumping heads, punching people.
And Grimmauld was about to leave, but then, of course, the lady over in the corner was like, oh, all relieved. And he was like, oh, wait a minute. No. We need to search again because you wouldn't be that relieved if they weren't hiding something.
Right. And she's just like, we're just standing here cleaning, not hiding anybody.
Right.
So innocent. And I was like,
she's like, oh, thank God.
Everybody.
And he was like, ooh, I think I got a red. I was like, you.
I was just like, and the prince didn't say a word. The first words that he said since the beginning of the season was to Aramis at the very end of the finale. It's crazy. Anyway, go on. I messed up.
So of course, he's like, oh, there's the prince, and he's just laying there like, this is some nice game, yay! And he takes the baby back, and he's like, you know what? And the Duke is about to sign the agreement.
See, Grimmauld was lazy. He wasted too much time because they had already talked everybody into it. They were ready to sign. Woo.
He's like, I wouldn't sign that if I were you. And of course, the guy's like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this. I'm ready to be, legit. I'm ready to be legitimate. I'm not here for this foolishness anymore.
And that's the same with Philippe in the other episode. It's like all he wanted was recognition. All they wanted was some respect. And Grimmauld wanted control. But when Treville told the Duke, he's like, yeah, you can still be over the province of Lorraine and you can be a separate little governance in France. That's all he wanted. And he's like, all right, see ya. Like, but Grimmauld was not having it.
Oh, no. And it was gruesome the way he killed. He was like, oh, really?
He's like, I'm going to stab you 12 times.
He was like, you should have moved your army. Who's going to protect you now? I was like, Lord, he stabbed him way too many times. It did not take all of that.
Yeah, used him as a human shield and everything.
Overkill. Like, really? He had to kill him like that?
Right. And then Treville was like, protect the king, everybody out. And so they're all trying to run out. And he gives the king to Porthos. He's like, run back to the castle or whatever. And Porthos is like, okay, there's all of Grimaud's men coming towards us. Gives Treville an extra gun. And I knew it. I knew it right then.
I did too. I mean, he couldn't. And then, of course, reinforcements were on the way, but it was too late. Like, it was so sad. But I must say, Treville went out like a G. He was not.
He was just,
and he should have he was like, I got this. And then he took out his sword. He was swinging. Like, I was like, yes. All the action was great, but I was sad.
Oh no, I was heartbroken. I was so.
Why he gotta die? Why he gotta die?
Right. I really wanted him to take Grimaud out at the same time, like they both shoot each other and die.
Well, I knew that wasn't gonna happen because there was another episode.
And he and Athos had to fight for 15 minutes, and each of them almost died 4 times. I hate those last ditch fights. They're like drowning each other, trying to kill each other. I'm like, this isn't a fight. It's just who can live the longest. I hated it. I'm not going to lie. I really hated their end. I loved Marceau's end with him and D'Artagnan.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And D'Artagnan did that for Constance, honestly. That's the only reason that he went that far out of his way to kill Marceau, because his boo. Talk bad about his boo.
Yeah.
He had a mouthful about Constance. I was like, ooh.
I don't know what his beef was. Like, I mean, looking through the seasons, I guess he couldn't respect her because she had, he couldn't honor her because she, was a woman and she had all this power and he couldn't, like, she was pretty much on the same level as him and, how. But anyway, I mean, man, it worked. So Treville is dead and everybody is devastated, including me. And like
the next episode opens up.
Right. Oh. And they're at his funeral and they're just like really sad and mourning their friend.
Yeah, Porthos and D'Artagnan speeches, like,
oh my God.
It got me. It was sad. It's beautiful. Because they were both, like, sons to Treville. Like, they had each, Porthos didn't grow up with a father, and D'Artagnan lost his father. So I kind of feel like they were his father figure.
Yeah.
And just for D'Artagnan to watch both of his fathers die in such a short amount of time like that. And Porthos, man. I didn't like it that Porthos wasn't there when Treville died. I feel like we kind of missed an opportunity to have Howard Charles really acting, I don't know. I mean, Porthos got a good line in this finale, but the episode before, he was hardly in it. But I don't know. I'm being picky because I like to see his face.
Right? So, oh my God. So, of course, they're in mourning and Grimaud is like, okay, what better time to hit them when they're down and they're out and they're not focused. They're not ready. They're not prepared.
You really
they're all drinking and having a good time and he comes and blows up the place.
Ooh. And
then, of course, they run out and it's like, what is going on? And then they see the garrison just boom.
Oh, yeah.
Explode. And D'Artagnan goes off because he's like, Constance. This is all he can think about. They're there.
Oh.
So, of course, they run over. People are dead, some alive, some just wounded.
Everybody's screaming.
Everybody.
Man, and the way that Porthos was just like, ah, and I was like, ah, when D'Artagnan runs into the thing and then the thing blows up, I was like, ah.
And he's like, nobody survived that. And of course, Grimaud is standing up there
on the roof, that's right.
He's like, yeah, I got you.
Ooh.
I might didn't kill y'all 3, but I got y'all friend. Mm. He's like, and everybody's just trying to pick up. Actually, I don't even think they were trying to pick up the pieces. They were just there defeated. Like, this is too much.
It was terrible.
It was, and I was so happy when D'Artagnan bust through there and came out. I was like, yes! Like Rocky emerged.
Yes. So good.
Oh my God, it was great. And he has Constance, and he's like, there's another guy down there. And of course, they go to get him, but we're like, and when he's like, bring her back. Oh my God, it was really a great scene. It was nerve-wracking and so intense. And of course, he's like, she's gone. And he's like, no, bring her back. And then Constance, she coughs and wakes up. Of course, she's all right, because I was like, Lord. Haven't we suffered enough? Haven't we lost enough?
They wouldn't have killed her off. I would have had words. They can't kill Constance. They can't. Oh, sorry.
Having a whole moment.
I'd be so mad. I'd be livid. So yeah, they're picking up the pieces, and Grimaud's like, okay, we're not done. We're going to terrorize the city. Right? And
and then they realize that they're like, wait a minute, the garrison would be reduced to nothing but ash if our gunpowder was still here. Right. They realized the gunpowder was missing.
Mm-hmm.
And then lost my train of thought. Go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
It's a great day. It's been a great day, guys.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I knew I was gonna go.
Break brought to you by Twitter. So Grimaud decides he's going to terrorize the city, and he decides he's going to go steal Sylvie, right? Because he's like, you know what? I'm going to kick you while you're down, and like kick you really hard. So I'm going to go get your lady and make you watch me kill her. Isn't that how it happened?
Yeah, that's how it happened. I was actually going to talk about the queen and their... But go ahead. We can talk about Sylvie first.
Yeah, I was just so ticked about that because he's going like stalking Sylvie. And of course, Sylvie is talking to the midwife and touching her stomach. And I was like, ow, she's pregnant. Oh no, Grimaud sees this. Like...
Well, we knew she was pregnant because Constance earlier in the episode told her that she should tell Athos the good news, and she's like, "No, it's not the right time."
I didn't even register that.
I was like, "Oh, she's pregnant." No, but I know what you mean. So he's like. The midwife, he grabs her and like, and he grabs Sylvie and it's like, would he come for you? And she's like, oh, you think he's gonna come for me? He doesn't love me. He doesn't care about me. I don't know if she thought that was gonna work, but that didn't.
It's not.
He was like, no. We'll see if he comes for you. If not, you both be dead anyway.
Oh yes. Oh God.
And of course, the midwife she just keeps. Like touching, like why?
I know.
Why are you? Well, I guess when he pushed her, she was kind of concerned about the baby.
Right.
So
you're not gonna do nothing. Touching the stomach ain't gonna help.
It is not. It really isn't.
He's like, oh wait a minute, she keeps touching you there. Maybe you're pregnant. Maybe I'll kidnap you anyway. And I'm like, ah.
It's like, And then he's like, why would you bring a baby into this world? And she's like, you don't know? It's like, oh, you really don't know. Like, he has never had the love from his mom. Like, this is a deviant, a monster. He has no idea about love.
He kind of had love from his mother, but he hasn't ever been able to give any or seen anyone get any love. It's sad.
It really is.
Man. Okay, so on to the queen, and then we'll come back because some time has passed. Right?
Yeah. Where were you going?
I thought you said you wanted to talk about the queen. I'm sorry. And I interrupted you. Or you want to finish with the Sylvie Athos thing and then move on?
No, we'll finish with, yeah. So,
Okay.
of course, they, I was mad that they killed the midwife.
That was uncalled for.
So, it was really, like, you couldn't just send her with the letter,
Right.
just say, deliver this to Athos. But, I mean, he's a monster, so what do you expect? And he's like, they're like, he addressed the letter to Porthos, Aramis, and Athos, and he's like, meet me. He's like, meet me, and then, I have Sylvie, basically. Come get her, or she dies. And which I'm like, okay, and so Porthos comes up with this genius plan. He's like, look, okay, this fool addressed it to the three of us, so he really doesn't know that D'Artagnan is alive.
Right.
He's like, okay, what we'll do is we'll distract him, while he's got the guns on us. Mm-hmm. D'Artagnan is to come in and kill as many of the bad guys as he can.
Which was a pretty good plan. D'Artagnan came in too late, but it worked out. It was good.
Yeah. Yeah. Got that. You missed your mark. Okay.
Goodness. So they have their showdown and they escape. And they're so cute. Athos and the Musketeers and Sylvie and Constance are all talking and like, so how do you feel about, being a father? And Athos is like, I'm terrified. And I was like, ooh. And he's like, but I'm so happy. It's like, I can't imagine better parents for a baby. And Porthos is like, uncles, the best uncles ever. And I was like, yes. I thought it was really cute. I had to bring that up. Anyway.
So now the queen is regent by default.
Yes.
Because now they want to realize that she's the mother.
So much bigger because now she's regent. It was awesome. It's huge. Pretty amazing. So they're going to have like a dedication thing in the church. Oh, wait, no. And in that scruff, that battle that the Musketeers got out of, Grimaud got stabbed and he stumbles into like an infirmary that Constance created for all the sick people that he blew up in the garrison. And so she takes the blade out of him and he leaves. Like, she heals him, basically. Like, he could have died and then the episode would have been over. But no! They had to do that to us. That was terrible. I was so mad. So anyway, they're going to the church.
You're over here dying like, yes. Why would they do that?
I know.
Of course, just another dig at us.
Basically.
See that he's winning.
Basically.
And of course, so Grimaud has hidden the gunpowder that he stole
From the
on
garrison.
church.
You know what that reminded me of? The Joker blowing up the hospital in The Dark Knight. Like he just hit it all over the place, and it's like boom. And that's how it would have been if they wouldn't have found out about the gunpowder. It was pretty cool. Anyway, go on. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, Grandma is like by any means necessary. Whenever a plan is foiled, he always has the next plan,
I'm
no
telling you,
matter how terrible it is.
he's so smart. But of course, that gets foiled. And that is the scene where Athos and Gravard have an epic sword fight. And then they drop their swords because, he dislocated his wrist. So he's just going to try to drown him in this pool. And that didn't work. So he flipped him over and he kicked him in his face. And then I was just like, who's.
Like, at what point
I was just waiting for one of them to die.
he needs to die? Like, what is going on? I guess again,
I was
he's
like, what's
hard to kill.
But yeah, he finally did.
Yeah, he did now.
Finally.
I thought it was a great scene though, even though it was just too difficult to take him down. It was.
It would be because he'd been shot and stabbed.
Right, Sylvie shot him in the ear and in the stomach. He's been stabbed.
Yeah.
Like, what more? What more?
It's crazy. It's crazy. So then, are we on to Happily Ever After? What did I miss? We missed something. I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I was on the ending.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to the ending.
So great.
So how did they all end up? Let's see their endings. Porthos's little blonde friend showed up.
Oh yeah.
They decided that they should get together.
That was so random and thrown in there. I was just like, they were like, well, everybody else got a happy ending, so let's give Porthos one. Although I'm not mad about it or anything because I thought they were really, worked really good together. And he delivered the baby. That's my favorite. That's what I got on the Porthos train.
Yes, Porthos and the baby.
I was like, yes. Oh my God. But yeah, she comes back and she's like, I just want to be wherever you are.
It was so cute. And he got what do you call that? Put up to general. From what was he before, like a lieutenant or something?
I'm not sure what he was before, but he got a promotion.
Yes.
And so did D'Artagnan.
And so D'Artagnan is now the captain of the garrison.
Yeah.
They rebuild it, but
yeah, he was like, yeah, just rebuild it. You'll be the captain. And then
cool. It's kind of full circle for D'Artagnan's story.
Aramis is what, the minister now?
Yes, and Aramis is now the minister to the king, the queen regent, which was really cute.
Which I'm like, yeah, they just trying to get it in, and I'm not mad.
No, because they snuck behind the statue and they were kissing at the end, and I was like,
I'm not mad. This is great. My husband's dead now, so there's no objections.
Right. The king.
Not that there were. My only objection was that she was going to get him killed.
Yes. That was the only reason I was resisting the Animus ship. But now I'm all in.
Yep. 100% jumped in the boat. I'm good.
Yeah. And then.
And of course, I'm so excited.
It's so funny because is that not the same road that Milady was on waiting for Athos? And so now he and Sylvie are on that road together,
Oh
leaving.
my God. They were so adorable. I was just like, oh my God, they're so
Ready for their new life together. He looked so happy. And I know that a lot of people are going to complain that it was very out of character for Athos, but I'm really glad that it's out of character because he was so sour and frowny and depressed. And kind of, he was self harming, kind of suicidal, drinking his life away. And now he's got something to live for. This is a
Yeah,
big
I mean,
turnaround.
of course he's going to be different. He's going to be a dad. He has someone that he loves and who loves him.
Someone is
And
not going to try to burn his house down and kill him. Yeah.
yeah, he doesn't have to sleep with both eyes open. He
Oh,
can go to bed and rest and know that he'll wake up the next day,
yeah, unharmed,
unless he dies of natural causes.
which is possible. Speaking of dying, we forgot to mention that Milady now works for the Queen. She's back in Paris working for the Queen.
Oh yeah.
And actually, they had a really amazing scene together when she realized, she's talking to the Queen. She says, "I hope you realize now you are totally alone." And that kind of just like zoomed in on her. And I think that's why she chose Aramis to be the minister so she can open her heart up again. I think it was a really powerful moment for Milady and the Queen. It was a really cool scene.
I think she
And
also chose him so that he could get a chance to know his child, even
true,
though he could never claim him,
right?
but he could be close to him and and build a relationship with him. So I thought that was great.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so cute. Ooh.
And then they can have some scenes, some pillars. I think with her husband dead, they could have a little romance, and it'll be okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just, not too much, but just enough.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, not enough of a romance to have another kid. Like, that would be awkward. But,
Oh yeah, because they're like, how she having kids and her husband dead? Like immaculate conception. That is what happened.
ooh, that sounds terrible. But, so,
Okay, well, I mean, that wraps it up. Like everybody who is still alive got their happy ending, and I just think it was great.
I really loved it. But now we're looking forward. I think Marnice is going to do Still Star-Crossed, new Shondaland show this fall. If there's another show you want us to talk about, laugh about, giggle about, you can comment below or you can tweet at us. I'm Simply the Worst. Where can they find you?
I'm at Forever Sam Sadies.
So just let us know what you guys want us to do next. We might do something, for summertime. There's a couple of shows out. We might recap a couple of shows. So keep your eyes out for us. But we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.